Tonight, the temperature outside will drop and you will barely notice. You might pull a blanket a little higher or adjust a thermostat and fall asleep in minutes. You'll sleep warm, safe, and entirely unconscious of the intense biological war your body does not have to fight to maintain its core temperature. 34,000 years ago, on the open plains of what is now Russia, that exact same night was a high-stakes battle for survival. The ancestors of every person alive today survived this landscape by mastering the cold on a level we have almost completely forgotten. Look at this environment. The Mammoth Steppe is a vast, treeless stretch of land with absolutely no natural geographic barriers. During the last ice age, temperatures in this region routinely plummeted below -20 degrees Celsius, while relentless winds tore across the open plains. Biologically speaking, an unprotected, hairless human body left exposed in these conditions will succumb to the cold in under 2 hours. Yet humans thrived here. They raised children on this ice, and they buried their dead with a level of care that still stuns researchers today. Their existence in this vacuum was the result of a precise set of technical solutions. In 1955, construction workers near the town of Sungir, Russia, dug into the frozen soil and uncovered a burial site dating back 34,000 years, containing an adult and 2 children. The bodies were covered in over 10,000 meticulously carved mammoth ivory beads. These beads map precisely along the lines of decomposed clothing, tracing fitted trousers, sleeves, and hoods. These tailored garments, stitched tightly to trap radiating body heat, acted as a primary barrier against the cold, where losing heat meant death within hours. To achieve that level of precision, they relied on a microscopic tool, the bone needle. To thread an eye narrower than 1 millimeter, someone first had to spin raw fiber into micro-thin cordage. Producing fitted clothing at this scale was a meticulous form of thermal management. Insulating the body solves only part of the problem. To survive 18-hour winter nights, you have to insulate the environment. At sites like Mezhirich in modern-day Ukraine, archaeologists uncovered massive, permanent dwellings constructed from over 100 interlocking mammoth skulls, tusks, and leg bones. On the steppe, they faced an absolute scarcity of timber. There was no wood to build structural frames, and crucially, almost no wood to burn. They solved the fuel shortage by looking to the remains of the animals they hunted, burning animal fat and bone marrow in their hearths to generate high-temperature fires that could burn consistently through the night. Isotope analysis of these hearths confirmed these were permanent, multi-seasonal structures. Families returned to the same skeletal walls year after year, rebuilding and repairing them. Inside the skeletal remains of megafauna, these people constructed a stable, localized climate that could withstand the open plains. Returning to the Sungir burial, the volume of those carved ivory beads represents an estimated 10,000 hours of labor. That enormous investment of time confirms that surviving extreme cold was a communal act rather than an individual pursuit. Groups compounded their advantages. Sleeping close together raised the temperature inside a bone hut. A single injured hunter could be fed and protected by the collective, while the complex tailoring knowledge required to stay alive was passed down across generations. The deadly cold of the Mammoth Steppe acted as a filter. It actively selected for and rewarded social cooperation and empathy over individual strength. So tonight, when the temperature drops and you blindly reach to pull a blanket higher, consider that simple reflex. That unconscious motion is the end result of 34,000 years of trial, adaptation, and collective effort. The extreme cold never actually became less dangerous. Humanity survived because we evolved to stop facing it alone.